Kylie Jenner responds to report she's hanging out with Tyga and the internet reacts.
Tom Holland announces he's taking a break from Instagram.
And Demi Lovato faces backlash over Instagram posts.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm Emil Innis Jr.
And I'm Susan Morad. Thanks so much for joining us today on Thursday, right?
Yes.
We always kind of go through the day because we kind of almost forget what day it is sometimes.
Long weeks, guys. Long weeks.
If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit it before, if it's your first, not your first time, but your second time or your third time. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, leave us comments, do all the things. And we're doing You're So Clever in today's episode where we highlight some of your hilarious comments. So you might get featured in a future episode.
Yeah, but I guess we should just get right into it with Demi Lovato, and we're gonna break it down. So Demi Lovato wants people to know that when she accepted a free trip to Israel in exchange for a few posts, she wasn't trying to mix church and state. In fact, I don't even think Demi thought about the possibility of backlash when she posted her trip to Israel on Instagram. And just in case you missed what I'm referring to, allow me to catch you up. So Demi posted 3 different times from her sponsored trip to Israel. She didn't specifically say who sponsored the trip, but if I had to guess, it seems like it was from a tourism board or something like that. First, she posted this series of photos and captioned it, quote, "I'm an American singer. I was raised Christian and have Jewish ancestors. When I was offered an amazing opportunity to visit the places I've read about in the Bible growing up, I said yes. There is something absolutely magical about Israel. Thank you for having me, Israel." And then she shared some photos from Yad Vashem, which is Israel's official memorial for the victims of the Holocaust. For that one, she wrote, "My heart was absolutely broken in Yad Vashem. This was such a beautiful tribute and a reminder that we can never forget." And finally, she visited the Shalva National Center. All beautiful posts. So if you don't know much about politics behind Israel, these posts seem pretty harmless. But Demi's comment section turned into a giant debate, and she ended up turning off the comments on all her Israel posts. But before she did, they looked a little something like this. One person said, "I'm so sad. I was so happy to see her going to Israel and loving our country. I feel like she got so much hate for calling it Israel in her post, just looking at the comments. I'm so sad that so many people hate Israel." Another asked Demi to delete the post, saying, "Then delete those posts, sis, or at least acknowledge Palestine and Jerusalem as it is. We've been tagging you and trying to tell you about their current situation, but you decided to block some of us, lie, or simply ignore it." To which Demi actually responded saying, 1, still contractually obligated to keep them up. 2, I'm not turning this into a political statement. I went to a place and that's literally all I did. I have no views on this politically. People were going back and forth. Demi was replying and they commented on multiple photos to the point where she even decided to post on her own story and said, "I'm extremely frustrated. I accepted a free trip to Israel in exchange for a few posts. No one told me there would be anything wrong with going or that I could possibly be offending anyone. With that being said, if I've hurt or offended anyone, that was not my intention. This was meant to be a spiritual experience for me, not a political statement, and now I realize I hurt people, and for that, I'm sorry. Sorry I'm not more educated, and sorry for thinking this trip was just a spiritual experience. Going against all advice right now and apologizing because it feels right to me." And then another post, she says she's exhausted and doesn't want to talk about it anymore, specifically referencing her family and friends, because I think a lot of people close to her are probably giving her advice.
Right.
And I mean, I do believe, obviously it seems like it was innocent and people have every right to chime in when you post on something in a public
social
platform.
media, yep.
But yeah, that's a tough spot to be in.
It's definitely a tough spot to be in, but it's good that she's continued to not just go silent
Right.
and not respond to anyone or say anything further on it, and it's good that she's speaking her truth.
Yeah.
All right, Emil, switching gears for our next story. So yesterday we reported on the shocking news that we were really surprised about, that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott were taking a break from their relationship. Whether that means it's officially over or whether that means they're going to continue to try to work things out, we don't really know. But then late yesterday, some other news broke the internet basically that none of us saw coming. So yesterday reports were breaking the internet that Kylie and Tyga were hanging out less than 48 hours after the breakup news hit. According to E! News and multiple outlets and sources, Kylie had a girls' night out on Tuesday night by hitting the town with her girls Stacy and Kelsey to West Hollywood hotspot Delilah. The sources then went on to say, quote, Tyga was with a few of their mutual friends at Sunset Marquis, where he's been working in the hotel's recording studio, and invited Kylie and her girlfriends to come hang out, since they were already out. Daily Mail also reported that Kylie and her friends got into her blue Rolls Royce while leaving Delilah to head to Sunset Marquis. They also reported that Stacy and Kelsey later left the hotel via the same exit as Tyga around 3 a.m. and that according to an onlooker, Kylie left via a different exit. These reports got Tyga trending on Twitter, so obviously Kylie got news of it and then took to Twitter to set her record straight. But you guys, before we get into that, we briefly need to share some of the hilarious tweets on this news because the internet literally has no chill. Like this person who said, "No one." Tyga after he reads that Kylie and Travis have broken up with this clip. And this one of a fake Tyga sliding into the DM saying, Tyga when he heard that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott broke up. And also this clip by one of our favorite Instagram accounts, Saint Hoax, with a clip of Stormi as Chris, and then this one of Stormi's reaction when she allegedly found out about the news.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason?
We just can't with this. Anyway, like we said earlier, Kylie obviously saw the reports this morning and took to Twitter first to say, the internet makes everything 100 times more dramatic than what it really is. There was no 2 a.m. date with Tyga. You see me drop my 2 friends off at a studio that he happened to be at. She then followed up with another tweet saying, Travis and I are on great terms and our main focus right now is Stormi. Our friendship and our daughter is priority. Well, yep, the internet also had a lot of reactions about that too. Now, we're not going to go into all of the responses of the sure, Jan nature, because there was a lot of them. There was also a lot of ones that poke fun at Mamaja Chris and her control on storylines, like this person who tweeted, "We all know Chris started the rumor, sis." But we have to mention the ones where people were zoning in on the fact that she just referred to her and Travis's friendship. Like this tweet with a confused Travis pic saying, "Friendship?" and Travis scratching his head with, "Friendship?" Yeah, in the words of Kylie, the internet had a lot to say. The internet has no chill.
No chill whatsoever.
No
It was
chill.
so fun going through all the memes and seeing people react, but I am glad that Kylie came out and said something because it's very rare, especially for a story of this nature, that a celebrity will actually speak out.
Yeah, because often if they are things that look like rumors or, you know, someone's like put something out there that's not true, often celebrities won't come out and say something, not all the time, but like you said, the fact that she came out and said, you know what, everyone's going crazy about this, I need to shut this down, and she did.
All right, guys, it's time for one of our favorite moments in the show, You're So Clever, where we highlight some of the funniest and most random comments that we see in the comment section on DHR. So I'm gonna start off with this one from yesterday. Aridhana Saikia, sorry if I said your name wrong. They said, me, Jans, Dad, what day it is? Me, Emil, happy Wednesday, Dad, thanks. And then Lou Welting said, you guys are my happy pill every morning before I start my workday with a heart. And then Joel Kilroy said, no shoes, Susan, your Aussie is showing, LOL.
And again, no shoes.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
she's
really
obsessed
enjoying
with
this no shoes thing.
right now. Lala Laura said, why do you have DHR the exact logo and type font as every department of human resources across the country, LOL? Okay, so first of all, Brandon is gonna put in some images of some different Department of Human Resources that I found on the internet. I will say some of them are similar, but I found plenty of ones that were not like this DHR logo. And our final one comes from Elena Kasabov, who says, am I the only one who doesn't care about this bloop, but still watches? With 473 likes. So the fact that you guys don't care and you're still watching, thank you.
Thank you.
We try to make this as fun and interesting as possible, and we hope that we are a pleasant distraction from your stressful days.
Aw, you're so clever. We love you guys. All right, so in case you missed the good news, we had an announcement last week that Tom Holland will be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe again, well, his iteration of Spider-Man, but don't expect to be seeing a lot of him on social media in the meantime. Like I just mentioned, in case you missed it, Sony and Disney were able to reach an agreement for Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man, to continue to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tom shared the good news via Instagram with this Leo DiCaprio Wolf of Wall Street clip, and everyone was there in the comments celebrating, including our girl Zendaya. And while Tom has posted a number of pictures since then, he recently posted this Instagram post, which appears to be his last for the next while. He captioned the post, "My pooch and me. Off now to go begin my latest venture with the Russo brothers. I'm going to be taking a short break from Instagram, so see you all in the not so distant future." Fans were flooding his comments with support like "take your time," "crush it brother," "come back soon," and also this person who said, I'm so excited for him, but also sad we will not get Tom content. But despite the good Marvel Cinematic Universe news, Tom's latest film with the Russo brothers isn't Avengers related. Reports state Tom is starring in Cherry, a film directed by the Russo brothers, who of course also recently directed Tom in Avengers Endgame. The movie will be shot in Cleveland and is a story about an army medic with post-traumatic stress disorder who becomes a bank robber to support his opioid addiction. Tom's Cherry role clearly couldn't be more different than Peter Parker, but don't worry, seeing as he officially is coming back for the third installment of the Spider-Man series and an as yet unspecified Marvel film, we can expect to see him as the web slinger once again in the near future. Live your life, Tom. Take a break from social media. I can't imagine what it's like when you're working on such a big project or anything. We know when we get really busy with work sometimes, social media can be such a distraction. So you can really kind of deep dive and focus on things when you're not like busy with the gram.
Yeah, take your time away and
we'll be here.
All right, guys, it's time for one of our favorite moments in the show, the final rundown. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, starting now. It's Mean Girls Day. Happy October 3rd. So Lindsay posted a slew of pics to celebrate, including this video featuring a lot of your favorite faces from Mean Girls, sharing that they've teamed up with Thirst Project to build clean water projects. Funny enough, Kevin, aka Rap God Kevin G, posted this pic to celebrate, and that picture had us shook. That is definitely one way to celebrate.
It is, and I actually really wanted to dress in pink today, even though it's not Wednesday, but like I couldn't find any of my clothes clean that were
We
pink.
wore the exact opposite of pink.
Yeah, exactly. You got a bit of pink there. But moving on to our next story, Justin Timberlake has responded about that so-called prank attack yesterday. Yesterday, we told you about Justin Timberlake getting pranked, which was more like actually being attacked at the Louis Vuitton fashion show. And he responded in the best way. He posted this photo of him and Jessica to his page and said, "Last night at Louis Vuitton, human anklet not included. Congrats on the collection."
Love the way he responded, but Camila Cabello opened up and confessed that she really loves Sean. Camila went on UK's Capital Breakfast Radio and revealed that working on Senorita brought them back together after their busy schedules pulled them apart. She said, "We got to hang out again like we did on the song we did before, I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is when we got really close." She then admitted that they're pretty happy, adding, "I really, really love him a lot."
Moving on to some more relationship news, Gigi Hadid and Tyler Cameron have split up after 2 months of allegedly dating. Remember, neither one of them actually ever confirmed that they were dating, but a source told Us Weekly, quote, "Tyler is single, he and Gigi Hadid are no longer together."
Oh.
Hello?
Each day we're trying different sounds. That sound, the last two have not been the sound.
Yeah.
Low-key, I think I want to switch back to the original alarm. All right, guys, that is a wrap on today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Hope you had fun, but before you go, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below because we read all of your comments and it could be featured on next week's You're So Clever.
Yes, please do. And also, before you go, I really want to know what your thoughts are about this whole Travis, Kylie, Tyga situation. Do you think that people are just blowing things out of proportion? Did you see the tweets? What are your thoughts? Let me know whatever you're thinking in the comment section below.
And we'll be back here
Tomorrow. Hold on though, before you go anywhere, catch up on yesterday's episode of DHR. It's right here and it's a really good one.
Yeah, and then click right there to subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell so you get notified. All fun things.